Alright, headed back to the ship. Valerie wants me in the cockpit. Okay. Potentially final quest? Missions? Sins? So I don't know why I'm saying missions. Sins of the past on the precipice of the future. Data has been recovered from the archive, and it's time to plan your next step. Let's talk to our people. Inez?
Feeling like I could take on the galaxy, Commander. But don't worry, I always got time for you.
Niles?
Never thought I'd see the day the Order stoops so low as to pal around with Auntie's choice. I know your intentions were good, but do you really see these two staying cozy past war's end?
I mean, I hope so. I think they can curb each other's worst impulses.
Or magnify them. But who knows? This merger's already saving lives, so I suppose it was worth the effort. Nicely done, Commander. Oh yeah? What?
I guess you're in your room. Because, yep, you're not here. Everyone has really just stopped moving.
The corporate stooges and the Order were good for only one thing, laying waste to one another. Now they are allies? I'm disturbed by the implications of this alliance. But the Protectorate will yet prevail. Mark my words.
No, I'm pretty sure we're gonna get them pulled into it too, because we gotta rescue your leader.
Agent, what do you need? May all our endeavors yield expected results.
So Inez and Marisol have nothing to say, probably because they were on the quest with me. And I'm pretty sure she's gonna have nothing to say because they kind of just ditched her after you finish her quest line.
What do you need, Commander?
Yeah. They just abandoned Asa.
A significant anomaly has been detected by onboard sensors. This unit has cross-checked all data points and verified the findings. Horizon Point Station has reappeared.
I don't understand. How do you want to explode a place?
It is not dissimilar to how the prototype modulator unfolds rifts, Commander, based on energy readings. Horizon Point has been reconstituted by the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator, thus confirming the Archive's theory. While present data does not indicate if Horizon Point poses an immediate threat, a survey of the reconstituted station is advised as soon as possible.
To do what exactly?
Calculating. According to the Archive, closing all rifts requires locating the Protectorate's large-scale rift modulator and inputting the rift data processed by the Archive. However, before navigating to Horizon Point Station, it is recommended you conclude all other affairs. Leaving will be highly unlikely due to the high levels of rift energy.
Sounds like it's got the potential of being a one-way trip.
That is a correct assessment, Commander. Transitioning to Good News Protocol. As this unit was corroborating data on the anomaly, a message was also received from your allies, Commander. Auntie's Choice and the Order have sent word that their forces will be prepared to render you assistance once you navigate to Horizon Point.
I'd expect no less, after all the work I did.
Commanders are expected to lead their teams by example. Well done on meeting base expectations, Commander. Briefing complete. Now returning to situation monitoring and data analysis, Commander.
Sounds good. So now, once I leave here, we ain't coming back.
termination of hostilities between the Order and Auntie's Choice has elicited a response from the Protectorate. The official statement reads, "The Order continues to show its perfidy through this depraved union with Arcadia's invaders. Death to all traitors. Glory to the Protectorate."
All right. I might as well finish this off tonight so I can start doing the other factions the rest of the week. Why is my character still not put it together that he's trying to bring his family back? Reconstituted Horizon Point. Once thought obliterated by the Rift, this Protectorate skip technology research facility has mysteriously reappeared from the void. Exploring this facility will likely be treacherous, so be wise to tie up any loose ends before proceeding. You are about to return to Horizon Point Station and determine the fate of the Arcadia colony. If there's anything you want to do before you navigate to this station, do it now. Before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Yes. Would you like to save? Yes.
It appears Horizon Point Station is still in the process of being reconstituted. The rift itself is also more unstable than ever. As a result, landing closer to the location of the Protectorate's large-scale rift anomaly modulator is not possible. In order to modify it with the rift data you processed in the archive, you will need to travel to its location on foot and seize it from Protectorate control.
All right, well, where does this leave our allies?
The Order and Auntie's Choice have sent their forces, as promised, but they will need to find their own landing zones. You may be without assistance as you navigate the station.
And who's responsible for this?
The energy readings from the modulator can be traced to the Sovereign's flagship, Providence, hovering on the far side of the station. Hypothesizing. Given Protectorate hierarchy and the recent announcement about the Sovereign's mental refreshment, this is likely the Consul's doing. He will need to be stopped.
Is this his idea of demonstrating might? Hell of a way to do it.
Well, got a leadership before. He's intimidating his people into doing his bidding. No way they see sense in this.
Intimidation is not required. Protectorate subjects are not programmed to question authority. Warning. The rift is growing dangerously unstable. Using the rift modulator on board the Providence is the only way to prevent certain destruction of the colony.
Oh, good. I love when more complications are added to the pile. I can handle them with ease, Commander. Just say the word.
Once the modulator is secured, it may be used to close the rift and save Arcadia and all those in its orbit. There is minimal room for error, Commander. Good luck.
Okay, I'm confused. Am I sending my crew to do things? What?
Preparing obligatory encouragement. You can do it, Commander.
Like they're gonna go without me?
We should keep moving, Commander.
Why is Inez saying she can handle it?
Just waiting on your orders, Commander. Whenever you're ready.
Soon the Consul will answer for his many, many crimes. I have looked forward to this for a long, long time.
To be so close. The rift. It's magnificent. When we've done what we came to do, it's finally time. I shall soon be reborn into perfection. Thank you for bringing me here.
She's gonna jump into the rift and die because I didn't get her best ending because I lacked a level 11 speech.
No time for a chit-chat, dear. We have a rift to attend to.
My favorite of all the companions, and the only one I couldn't get a good ending for because I chose to get every flaw in the game. I take the OGs, the people I started this whole thing with. Well, yep. Started with you two, we'll end with you two.
This unit recommends prioritizing the mission at this time.
What is it?
Alert. Failure to match nearby hostiles to known Protectorate biological signatures. Providence identified. Standing for the Protectorate colonial anthem is not required at this time.
Yeah, so they're not identified because they're not alive. They're forced into existence, which is just what would have happened to his wife if the Protectorate managed to bring his daughter and wife back from the dead. We experienced this during when I located that rift for Azza. Even though every other rift, it doesn't bring people back from the dead, that one rift did, and it showed us essentially what will happen when you bring people back from the dead.
Everything's broken here. Wires, twisted, landing pad, dirty. Oh.
You can't bring people back from the dead. Genie explained this in Aladdin. Did no one pay attention? The Commander Zane is still
Cadet
playing.
Mallory identified. Status. Still deceased.
Oh, you found Mallory. You could dislodge that with a melee of 7.
Being back here feels like straying into a dream. The bad kind.
Falling asleep on active duty may be punishable by fines and dismissal from the Earth Directorate.
I'm awake, Val, unfortunately.
This was
It's on
Mallory.
account of the lack of screaming.
I mean, it's the end of the game. I don't need to loot all this because you don't come back to this point. Guessing the terminal entries are all the same? Oh, well, now they're just corrupted.
Console provides, the system provides.
I'm gonna have to fight my old teammates. Guarantee it. No, wait, 2 of them would have been dead over here. Because they were at the ship when it all went down. The only one I would have to fight again would be...
Let me know when you need a distraction.
I don't remember her name.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Dumbass. Temperature falling.
At this time.
N-ray. Exposure. N-ray. Exposure.
Stamina.
Even on this difficulty, it's still... It's still decimating the robots. Oh, turrets that I didn't see.
Commander. Emergency protocol for Agent Prime.
Knew you had my back.
Yeah, my other two crewmates would have been here. So it's odd that I'm not running into their corpses being reconstituted or brought back. I was just seeing if that was one of my crewmates. Original crewmates, I mean. Oh, hey, almost jumped straight into that hole. Someone there. Okay, he brought some of it back.
This station's a never-ending mess. Good thing we've got our own rift modulator to help us navigate.
Yeah. Thanks.
Attention! This is your Auntie calling. Per our agreement, Auntie's choice support ships, including the fine print, the contingency plan, and the upper hand, are headed your way. Order forces are on a similar trajectory.
Timing couldn't be better.
Seems like he would just pop them from where he's standing. But there's Auntie.
Not sure I trust our shield to hold up against that plasma. Let's find another way around.
Okay.
Exiting hazard radius. Status: alive.
Sounds good. Commander Zane stuff's still going off. Testifier.
Engaging combat protocols.
Troublemaker approach.
Whose ship is this?
Give the order and I'll take care of him,
It looks kind of like DeVries.
Sequencing attack strategies.
Would she have come back here? Is it another situation where I spare someone and then the game just kills them anyways? For no reason? Because this is de.V.r.i.e.'s ship. This is de.V.r.i.e.'s ship. This is literally de.V.r.i.e.'s ship. Earth Protectorate satellite. The satellite bears scorch marks, presumably from atmospheric re-entry. Its panels have been tampered with, and all data cartridges have been extracted. Yeah, I spared de.V.r.i.e.'s, and I think the game's just gonna kill her. For no reason. In case of disaster.
This is Augustine de.V.r.i.e.'s, formerly of the Earth Directorate. Consider this a recording for posterity. The Consul of the Protectorate is responsible for the twisted wreckage of this station. It is my hope that whatever you find here will save the rest of the galaxy from this fate. Know that I did my level best to stop him. But if you are listening, it is likely I have failed in my mission. Yet again. And for that, I am sorry.
Yeah, just why did I save? There's so many characters that you go out of your way to save, and then later on they're just dead. They're just killed off screen. Matriarch's warning. The Protectorate would be horrified to learn that the long-buried journals of Arcadia's first bishop had been liberated by an Earth Directorate agent, and with good reason. The Matriarch apparently regarded Arcadia as an experiment to determine if an egalitarian utopia could endure the test of time. To the bishop's dismay, the Matriarch's ultimate conclusion was no. She was adamant that hubris and ambition would be the Protectorate's downfall, despite the guidance and promises made to her people. It amazes me that such a genius as the Matriarch could ignore the fact that absolute power corrupts absolutely until it was far too late. Now it's up to us to stop everything her wretched legacy has brought. Also, I'm pretty sure I accidentally read this one before, when you sneak into her ship on, near the beginning of the game. So I've already heard that audio tape. But yeah, that's just... If I find her dead, like what's the point in letting me rescue characters? Just to kill them off screen. They did that to Audra. I rescued her, and then just randomly they were like, Audra didn't make it. They hunted her down and killed her. Why did I save her then? Why was it an option to be able to save her if you're just gonna kill her off screen? I saved that dude.
Walked here, walked there. Why?
On the Vox relay, I saved him.
Entering a confrontational state.
That showed that was gonna one-shot him. One-shot him, and then it didn't.
Learn this on triangle.
Advises healing yourself now.
Providing a host of health benefits.
Someone behind us?
I'm the one you need to worry about. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Okay. Yeah, like, I don't know how many characters it's been that I've gone out of my way to save. And then the game's just like, no.
Emergency protocols ready.
It's the only thing that
That's Augustine's ship. Guess we're about to find out whether Mercy was the right choice.
I already went on it. Was the ship not supposed to be here? I already went on the ship. He didn't talk. Hold on. If I open the rift... Does it put anything on her ship? Like, I feel like it's just so buggy at the end. He was supposed to say that before I went on, and he was probably supposed to mention something about when I listened to the audio thing. Or... Yeah. Rocket launcher with some rockets. An advanced decryption key here at the end of the game when I can't keep it. So what was the point? Because if it's anything like the other game, nothing that you get during the final mission is saved. So why would you give me an advanced decryption key? Because you just load up your file after, or from before you did the mission. You continue from before you do the mission. If I want to go around them, there's a... Back. Auto mechanical turret security status operational. Access the mechanical controls. If I had a hack of 13, I could disable the turrets. Full on suit. And that was it. It just led me to something to turn off the turrets.
Just say over here, free hole in the head. You lot couldn't hit the broadside of a freighter.
Did you get that other turret? That turret? Oh, that's the one I guess I would have turned on? It wasn't on already?
pharmaceutical provisions incoming. And we're right behind them with a delivery of Auntie's Choice finest supplies. Soon you'll say, that is better than nature.
Okay. Oh, wait. That's a hand. Bloody hand. Am I getting close to DeVries? I'm really gonna be super freaking annoyed if she's just dead for no reason. Don't let your players have the ability to rescue someone if you're just gonna kill them off camera. Okay, I didn't realize there was an invisible wall here. Yeah. Like, if you want a character to die, you don't let your player save them. Let them die. Although I guess this is still for her redemption.
Forward! Forward! Destroy these abominations! Adjusting calculations. Hold fire on our allies.
Did I just drop some wraps?
Engaging emergency protocols.
N-ray. Exposure.
I was running over to help my allies, but yeah. That wraps on my team. I love when some of these shotgun blasts don't land, but I think that's actually one of my flaws, is that my accuracy's garbage. Y'all just getting wrecked by this one robot.
N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Revive him. You're a medic. So this is the path if I choose not to get into combat, I guess. Lockpick of 7.
How did you even spot that?
Being a freaking genius. Get another decryption key at the end that, like, it serves no... Because I don't think they are, but they must, I guess, let you keep your stuff when you finish this one? Missing log. I'm uncertain why I'm writing this, or if anyone will be left to read it when all is said and done. My initial assignment was to retrieve research on skip drive manufacturing, but after corresponding with the Order of the Ascendant, I've discovered a threat to Arcadia's very existence. Should the Sovereign's plan here at Horizon Point come to fruition, the colony will be destabilized, and the greater whole of the galaxy along with it. I must act quickly. Director Watterson has sent more Earth Directorate agents to the station to help me seize this data. But as the Order predicts, this mission is likely to fail. For my part, I cannot compromise my cover, nor can I risk the Sovereign learning of the Directorate's part in what's about to happen. And so I've rigged the agents' route through the station with obstacles to impede their interference with my own mission. It does not sit well that I must leave my colleagues to this fate. Their success would only grant a chaotic outcome. I have identified a sole route of escape via cryogenic pods, and have tampered with the pods so that they may remain untraceable. If I have time to flee after dealing with the skip drive, with the skip core, so be it. If not, May my atoms be entrusted to the law. Maybe one day I will be granted forgiveness for what I've done here, or maybe I will be condemned as a traitor. Nevertheless, I swore an oath and I am bound to uphold it. Agent DeVries, a devoted agent of the Earth Directorate, signing off, possibly for the final time.
This unit is unable to follow Agent DeVries' logic.
You and me both, Val. She really did think she was doing the right thing. Ain't sure I'll ever get my mind around that.
We kind of already knew that, but okay. I can make a plasma breaching charge. A partially assembled breaching charge and its components are scattered across the workbench. With some skill and elbow grease, you may be able to get it operable. Oh, I didn't read which ones I had. Science or something. Explosives, maybe. Breaching charge components. The plasma cell and timer appear to be disconnected. With some tinkering, it shouldn't take long to get those components socketed back in. Integrate the components. The plasma breach charge has been skillfully assembled using the available components.
An unexploded plasma charge. This must have been what DeVries used when she... Well, you were there. You know.
Killed our friends? Yeah, I was there. I saw it happen. Engineering of 7, turn that water off. Was I supposed to place it somewhere?
Why did you make me do this? Why?
That sounds like... Helen? No. No, it couldn't be.
That would mean she wasn't dead when the rift explosion happened. She didn't die in that explosion. I knew we were going to run into one of them. And since we didn't run into the other two, that only left Helen. Oh, did she kill DeVries? No. Okay. Helen can't be... Nothing can be saved. Like, Helen can't... What is... Oh. Helen can't be saved. I can still save DeVries. This leads back to where we all fought, right? Yeah.
Supplies and medical attention are available to you, Commander. Please, proceed. I never could have predicted that the rift would produce something so monstrous. Much to consider.
Okay. But I still can't take the frickin' Sprat toy. Oh. Oh, wait, no, it's just another one of these. Bubble up elite, and it's weak as shit. You guys didn't give me any healing. You just gave me a couple of snacks. Wow. About to save the universe, and you gave me some snack cakes. What is this, Fallout? I thought they had a medic here, like an actual medic. Which I don't need a medic.
Supplies and medical attention.
Hello, layperson.
But I kind of expected them to have a medic. They don't, unless they died in the fight. Okay. Well, guess they forgot to send a medic to help out. It's fine, I have Val. Oh wait, that is Eric. And that was the other guy. I didn't even read the names. I just thought they were generic people. But those are my other two crewmates.
Get away from me. See them? They were my teammates and they didn't listen neither. You'll end up just the same.
Helen? It's me, Niles.
Wait, Rookie? Commander? Is that you? No, this must be some kind of trick. Oh, what's happening to me?
Got a science or a medical check. Take a deep breath. You're looking peaky. What symptoms are you experiencing right now?
My skin, it's burning. I feel dizzy. Not right at all. Something was wrong with Sandoval and Jepson. They glowed like they were aflame. They ran in, jumped at me, clawed at me. Oh, I had to kill them.
Oh, Helen. That's awful. But you were only defending yourself. I'd have done no different.
How do I know you won't turn against me as well? How do I know you won't come at me with murder in your eyes?
Got a speech of 4. You know me, Helen. I'd never hurt one of my crew.
We'd like to help you any way we still can.
You do seem like yourself, Commander. Can you tell me what's happening? I can't make much sense of things myself. Everything was fine till the explosion. I was pinned. Fire closed in. I tried to move. I tried to find the rookie. Then the whole station shook and tore apart. And then nothing.
She was alive when the rift engulfed the station. That's how she's here now. We could have saved her, Commander. We could have done something.
Wait, there was something else. Sandoval was yelling. v.a.l.e.r.i.e wasn't responding to comms. What happened? Don't tell me the situation got too fluid for you, v.a.l.e.r.i.e. That it?
Certainly not. I was focused on the objective, as every one of your crew should have been. Isn't that right, Commander?
Yeah. Something tells me that ain't quite true.
We did try looking for her. So Niles saying we should have done something. I gave Niles the order, yes, you can keep looking. And he's acting like I didn't tell him he was cool to keep looking. Okay. So I'm either gonna say this one or the bottom one. I'm sorry, Helen. We tried looking for you, I swear.
Tried?
Barely had time at all to evacuate before the station exploded.
You retreated without me? Abandoned me?
And I do have this, because this is what I did. Okay, I tasked Niles with finding you. I promise he did everything he could.
I believe that.
I did, Helen. Honest to law. I worked to find you for as long as I could.
Well, I ain't wanting anyone to die on my account. But I still don't know why I'm here. Now. Something's wrong, and I can't.
So we can lie to her, because I'm guessing I'm gonna have to put her down. I could tell her the truth. There's no benefit in her knowing this, because she has to die regardless. Or I could say that. So these two are true. So you got caught up in a protectorate experiment. They're playing at being the architect.
It's called reconstitution. The protectorate are trying to put the whole station back to how it was before it was destroyed. You included. But it's failing.
So I've come back from death to some warped version of life? All because of some twisted experiment? Is that about right? You can help me though. Right, Commander? You can do something to fix this.
I'm sorry, Helen, but I can't. Which I guess is true? We don't know what I can do yet once I get a hold of the other rift thing, but I can't.
Boyd, this is it, ain't it? I'll never see the sun again. Never fly in our ship. Never anything.
Well, with my leadership of 7, I swear to you, I'll stop them from doing this to anyone else.
That's good. Suppose I can take some comfort in that. You know, the sky ain't looking quite so terrifying now. Since I know you'll put it right, think I'll watch it for a while.
Well, if that's what you want, then I guess this is goodbye, Helen.
Yeah. I reckon it is.
Peace ain't easy to come by these days. Glad you found yours. Even if it's coming 10 years late. Won't let no one forget you, Helen.
I know, Rookie. Don't you worry about me neither. You got a job to do. So you do it well.
Pascal? Helen? I can stay with you for a moment, if you'd like. Might help.
Yeah. All right. I ain't turning down company if I'm at the end of the line. Goodbye then, Commander. Maybe we'll meet again in the void.
It's all right. This will be over soon. I swear it.
You gonna of mice and minner, Debris? You gonna just tell her to watch them rabbits?
I'll just wait here, Commander. Go on.
It's all right. This will be over soon. I swear it.
Valerie has nothing to say. I guess she's a robot that they didn't want to give anything to. Oh, I wanted to try to pickpocket Debris. So because the other two were dead beforehand, they came back crazy.
You're the one who forged an alliance between Auntie's Choice and the Order, ain't you? We got supplies and medical support for you up ahead.
Do you actually have those things? Because the last person told me the same thing. I'm glad they didn't just kill DeVries off camera unless they're going to do that right now. But, yeah.
Supplies available ahead, Commander. Consider it payment for your support.
I'm just listening for a pop. I know it sounds mean. But I feel like DeVries wants to put her out of her misery. But maybe she has turned a new leaf.
Auntie, we brought supplies. We're here to help.
Hold clear. You may approach, Commander. We've got supplies at the ready.
Wow, they actually do.
Are you in need of any weapons, armor, or other supplies? The presiding bishop foresaw this. We are most grateful for your role in reconciling Auntie's choice and the Order. Please, take what you require.
Thank you.
The presiding bishop herself has arrived and eagerly anticipates further orders. May the numbers guide you.
Initial observations conclude that the subject does not possess major ailments. Any injuries you may have sustained appear to be mild. Perhaps the worst of it is all in your mind? Any treatments or supplies you may require are complimentary at the request of our presiding bishop.
All right.
You lose something down there?
Yeah. The world. You don't shut up, I'll let it burn.
Greetings. In what particular way are you afflicted? Step right up for the most exorbitant medical care money can usually buy. I say usually because Auntie has declared a rare exception for you. Our esteemed accomplice, just for you, will cure all physical ailments on the house. Today only.
Free of charge. What's the catch?
No catch. Well, technically I'm barred from practicing medicine in Arcadia. Auntie herself reversed the ban since we're on a mission outside official jurisdiction.
Wait, what? Do you know what you're doing?
It's all a technicality. I have been fully certified by the finest. Well, no time for explanations. Do you want my help or not?
No. Okay. That's only because I'm at max health already, but... No.
Step up and take a gander. I've got armor in all shapes and sizes for all occasions, especially this one. Such a moment calls for a once-in-a-lifetime deal, wouldn't you say? Go on, take anything you need from the stockpile. Auntie is graciously covering the bill.
Thank you. I'll take a look at your mustache and glasses and freaking...
Remember us in the future when you're out trading bullets.
I was hoping one of them would be a store and I could just drop all my money into ammo, but... No. Okay. I'm about to move forward, so let me just get a last check. Okay. Again, I'm waiting to hear that pop.
There's the Providence. Oh, what a beauty. I mean, apart from the whole rendering space-time asunder. And look there. That rover looks inbound for the skip labs.
I don't see a rover.
I'm seeing unfriendly source.
Hi?
Toss hostiles detected ahead. Recommended course of action. Violence.
Confronting threat.
Okay, well, I don't know how they saw me, but...
Ready to assist.
Reckon they're out of range. Target's too small.
Medical syringes. Needles.
Spy, move! Breaking for cover!
Okay. Probably having two shotguns ain't the smartest.
Nothing in range.
Health benefits available at your request.
Come on. Oh, accuracy, man. Does this gun have a max level?
Describing emergency protocols as indicated.
Did it? Hold on. Right now it's at 9. Security Operations Monitor Station. Automechanical security system status is operational. Gain access. Can't do anything because I lack explosives and hack. Got it. That's fine. They're automechanicals. This shotgun just nukes them. Oh, hey, this is where the dude was. That I literally saved, and then he just dies for no reason.
Why can't the Rift ever reconstitute anything nice?
Especially because those robots weren't there before, so they shouldn't be spawning in now. That's not how it works. I forgot to to upgrade her, to give her her regeneration. Yeah, I don't recall there being those robots there before. It just threw those in there just to make it more difficult.
Hey, got a distraction for you. Over here. Free hole in the head.
Temperature falling. N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning. Temperature plummeting. N-ray. Exposure. Undermining. Functioning.
Oh, don't do that.
Commencing combat-related activities. Emergency protocol.
Might stop at 9. 'Cause it's not leveling up anymore.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal. I'm the one you need to worry about. Come at it.
And I guess I can't go back because I took a rift here, right? I just want to see. I don't think they've scripted it in, but I just wanted to see if she actually does die. I mean, I know she dies, but I want to see if they let us acknowledge that she dies, but no. Because however I got down here, I cannot go back. Bunch of crafting components. It's not leveling up, so I don't think I'm going to keep using it. What else do we got? I still have this bomb thing. I don't even know what it's for. To put on his ship?
The rift. And is that plasma wrapped up in it? I wouldn't recommend getting close. Haven't come this far just to give up. Let's look around. Gotta be some way to deal with this.
So, there was just a person in front of me, and it was frickin' Niles.
Error. Unable to process conversation request at this time.
Ain't sure I'd want to freeze in my deathbed, but suppose it's better than dying alone. Barely.
Field note.
This is scientist Bernard Rand, sent to Horizon Point Station by order of the Consul. While monitoring the reconstitution, I picked up strange readings in the old skip lab. The core appears to be pulling plasma tightly around it, not unlike a planet and its moons. Fascinating, though it thwarts my attempts to gather more data. Fortuitously, in searching the remains of the lab, I found an equation that could manipulate the core just enough to clear the chamber. And my way to professional acclaim. Let this be a record of Protectorate ingenuity. Bernard Rand, the man who marched fearlessly into chaos and tamed it.
I feel dumber just having listened to that. Well, at least we know what we need to clear that rift.
He's lying right there on the ground. He didn't even make it that far. Equation processing. Warning, the terminal controls operation of the rift containment chamber. Only make adjustments as necessary. Input the equation you would like to process. I searched through all this garbage. Lockpick of 13 gets me nothing of importance. Like who chose what's locked behind these things? I'll look at them and it'll be like, would you like some garbage? It's gonna cost you the highest level of lockpicking. No. Who's drinking bourbon in the toilets? Nothing of importance in there either. Scribbled equation. Complex and partially incomplete equation that seems to be related to the rift. Rift algorithm equations and processing update. After numerous attempts to solve the last factor of the equation, it was our brilliant sovereign, Henry v.a.l.e.r.i.e, who deciphered the final piece of the puzzle. I find that hard to believe because he's not that smart. Our research indicates that we were overlooking the excessive ion expansion caused by the plasma's intense heat. By lowering the temperatures of the heating elements, we might stabilize the distortions we are encountering. The memo cannot fully capture the ingenuity of the discovery, but please do not press the Sovereign directly for a more detailed explanation. Gaining an audience with him may take up to 2,223 days, and our very own cadet Alderman is capable of fielding any questions. Warden Jean.
Suppose this is a bad time to mention I barely passed my high-intensity arithmetic course at the academy?
They wanted murderers. They didn't care whether or not you could do math. Let's be honest. Recognize some of these formulae and may be able to work out the remainder of the missing equation. With my professor background, a partially destroyed chalkboard covered in equations. There are multiple calculations related to rifts that you identify as solving for the unknown variables. There's more to the equation, but you may be able to fill in the blanks. And I can because I'm a professor. You were able to complete and solve the equation using existing variables.
Oh, was that all we needed?
Please input this equation in the Skip Lab terminal at your earliest convenience.
So, what do I do if I'm not a professor? This one was readable, but I can't read it now because I already solved the equation. So I'm guessing you had to read all of them if you don't have professor as your chosen thing? Otherwise, and yeah, I don't know how else you would have done it. Maybe these notes would have tied into it. I don't like that it just stops it now because I've solved it. So if anyone was wanting to use this as a reference, sorry.
Orders! Why are you slipping?
Engaging combat protocols.
Oh, I thought there was 2 of them.
Give the order and I'll take care of him, Commander.
That was one of them talking to the other one that was dead.
Someone hiding?
This game sees all.
See this?
Commander's body stats have reached an alarming low.
Oh, that splashed. You got the other one. Okay, I can't loot your corpse. Breath of the Sovereign, which isn't that great of a healing component compared to what we've gotten throughout the entire game. More of these science containers for science weapons. An auto dock. Why not? Trauma kit recipe at the end of the game. Oh, this is what the breaching charge was for. I mean, what's through there? Is it just a way of getting into here? I mean, making that breaching charge is essentially useless because if you just walk down, this door wasn't locked. Hollowed chalkboard of the Sovereign. Displayed before you is the complete equation, helpfully labeled for the viewer that it is guaranteed to safely manipulate rifts in a contained setting. Was that a fourth wall break, or do they mean just the viewer in general? The writing itself does not look like the scratchings of a quick-thinking scientist, nor does the diagram. Instead, both look as though they have been traced. Lockpicking of 13 to get 2 basic items, because there's no way those are anything unique.
This must be the Sovereign's office. Guess money and power can't buy taste.
These guys just gonna chill outside? Dexter Blackwell. Dog. Oh, hey, you guys got in. Well, Valerie got in. A Volt Spore. Welcome, Sovereign Henry Varick. Messages. To Warden Jean. Response, I've done it! During my visit to the Skip Lab, I happened upon a Cadet Alderman's notes. Therein, he proposed a solution to the rift equation that has eluded our scientists for months. However, since he clearly did not have the vigor to test and verify this solution himself, I took the liberty of doing it for him. And indeed, it works. How fortuitous that I, in all my wisdom, was here when you most needed me. But please, hold your thanks. Do know that you are most welcome always. I've left the solution on the board in my office, which is where you're at right now. Should you or the scientists under your authority need to marvel at it, I guide you, Sovereign Henry Varick. Okay, personal journal. My father's notes. I found some old notes my father had hidden away in his deranged state near the end of his life. I will not focus on his harsh words for me, as his mind was obviously nearly gone by this point, and he did not know what he was saying. He was 115. But they make it abundantly clear, or was it 150? I think he was 115. They make it abundantly clear that the central reason behind his life extension experimentation was to achieve his goal of solving the rift anomaly problem before he died. He feared repercussions not only to our reputation, but also our autonomy and financial stability if the truth were ever discovered. Unbelievably, he was already frantically trying to both extend his life and solve the problem a full 5 years before the Hope became the first casualty of the rifts. The implications of this are immeasurable. The implications of this are immeasurable because the Hope was not sent here. The Hope is the ship in the first game that was sent to Hyperion, or Halcyon. And it wasn't sucked into a rift. That's just a weird retcon to throw in here for no reason. Is that just to tie it into the first game? Because, yeah, we're in an entirely different settlement colony. The Hope was not destined for here. When did they know? I've barely slept since finding my father's notes. Did my grandmother know of the fault in the skip drives as well? And, if so, when? To believe she'd knowingly set humanity on this treacherous course just to establish Arcadia is incomprehensible to me. Perhaps she wagered she or my father could solve the problem in time before crisis was upon humanity. Or perhaps it was a mere suspicion or unconfirmed theory, or she believed it likely with the vastness of space that the same sectors would be traversed enough times to weaken the very fabric of reality. Yes, that must be it. We were all geniuses. If I can only solve what my father and grandmother couldn't, I'll prove I deserve their respect. Head of my family and all my subjects, and the right to wear... Sorry, so much reading. And the right to wear the mantle of the sovereign of Arcadia once and for all.
This terminal entry has a 98% chance of containing statements that are 100% false.
So the thing about the Hope was bullshit? Is that what you're saying? Because that's the part that makes zero sense. The Hope was not supposed to come here. Alright. I don't get why they mentioned it. So if she's saying it's false, I'll believe her. Equation processing, input stabilization equation. Initiate test. S-231 initiated.
Rift neutralized.
Is that it? Just a bridge? Just a bridge? Is there anything down there before I go across the bridge? No. Waiting for it all to disappear so I can see if there's anything else. No, also that didn't get sucked through. That was still here.
Projections are off by orders of magnitude. Sovereign save us. Montserrat's hypothesis was correct all along. The results from the experiments were faulty. Capture the readings. We'll let the blame settle as it lies. Data retrieval complete. Let's hope the others return shortly.
Got my lamps on an unfriendly.
He's got his lamps on an unfriendly. Untextured blob. Thanks for rushing me, weird dude.
I see an unfriendly
Emergency protocols ready.
You lot couldn't hit the wrong side of a freighter. Hey, got a distraction for you. We should get up to the Providence quick like, find that rift modulator.
Well, scientists, you had to die because our damage killed you. Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. What I meant by our damage killed them, because obviously it did. I think one of them has electricity damage that arced off and would have killed them anyways. But also my shotgun probably hit one or two. the Sovereign ship. Ruth said she would personally be helping me. I have yet to see her boots on the ground.
Attention! Please report to intake for processing. Welcome aboard.
Valerie was talking but was on the other side. You are currently in the intake area. At the top of the stairs is a terminal that controls the hangar doors. Deck 2 likely contains the rift modulator. The console is likely on Deck 3 operating the ship. Got it. Are you two gonna be stuck in there the whole time, or will you teleport to me at a certain point? Well, there's my answer. I'll get in there. Messages. From the office of the console, subject transport delayed. Or deployed. Deployment prohibition has been overridden by Consul v.a.l.e.r.i.e. A small transport containing scientists and automechanical defenses has been authorized to travel to Horizon Point Station. Any attempt to stop deployment is punishable by trial or refreshment. That's the ship that we're on. If he wouldn't have sent it, we couldn't have got here. The Office of the Consul responds to shore leave. Shore leave is hereby prohibited to all crew, including scientists. It is imperative that you remain focused on and on duty. Intake personnel are to report to their superiors for reassignment. That's why there's no one here to stop us. Unseal the hangar doors. How?
Attention, crew deck. Intruder alert. Be vigilant.
For Val. Did you open the pod bay doors? No. I had to.
Looks like the cavalry's just rolled in.
Oh, my people are also here. Robot!
Temperature falling. I'm functioning effortlessly without complaint.
There she is.
Let me know when you needed a stretch.
Oh, and Auntie's here too. Oh, they already got you before I get up here.
Soften them up.
take a gander.
Are there more enemies? We're just looting right now. You're all freaking out.
Now that you have finished showing extreme prejudice to our enemies, come, let us coordinate.
Okay. Just watching. What would she be doing if I didn't get her body? Because that wasn't required. Tin Can, the proficient purveyor of provisions.
This unit is rated to address any of your needs. If your needs are emotional, rest assured that any silences on this unit's behalf are accepting and understanding. Please make a request.
You don't need to see my identification? What if I'm an intruder?
This ship is only for authorized Protectorate subjects. You are on this ship, thus you are a Protectorate subject. If you are not a Protectorate subject, please purchase a weapon from this unit and shoot yourself.
God, why do I have to purchase munitions?
Subjects are expected to pay for any supplies beyond standard issue. Monthly munition supplies should be quite sufficient for training purposes. In case of enemy attack, subject is expected to kill invaders efficiently enough not to require additional resources.
All right, let's see what you got.
Displaying inventory.
Not really anything. Hey. Oh, because they're following me. I thought they were going to wait for me somewhere. But they're trying to follow me. It's just going to lead up to loot that I don't need. I'm just seeing if the requisition slip is up there, though. I don't know what the requisition slip will have, or what bonus it'll give me. But if I can find it, then I will. Wait for my shield to turn off.
What remains of Horizon Point should yield much in the way of science, once the threat of the rift is neutralized.
You should really go on ahead. We'll keep these slackwits distracted. Go seal the deal. Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprathole of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later.
What remains of Horizon Point should yield much in the way of science, once the threat of the rift is neutralized.
You should really go on ahead. We'll keep these slackwits distracted. Go seal the deal.
Okay.
to assist with agents' health needs.
Hostiles!
I mean, it's safe to say those two are immortal because they're required for the ending.
Entering a confrontational state.
I'm trying not to go.
Take the heat off you, Commander. Just say when.
Trying to not go the correct way here. Bathrooms. Dr. Rust. Operational unit. Sickbay report. Scientist Winifred has been scheduled for a follow-up appointment. Chief Scientist Warren Serrate has authorized her to be pulled from her duties as necessary.
Reminder, any and all screams of agony will be reported to your superior. How might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume?
I understand Scientist Wu has a follow-up appointment here?
Doctor-patient confidentiality is currently enabled. Unit cannot share patient details.
Well, Medical 4. Machines don't operate on medical ethics. Valerie's gonna be upset by that. I doubt they gave her a voice line. Just tell me what you know.
Analyzing argument. Complete. Argument accepted. Deleting recording. Hippocratic oath. Scientist Winifred Wu is currently suffering from Lockney syndrome. Subject must receive regular injections of saline solution or will experience leg paralysis and must be carried to sickbay. Unit has been assured this is most embarrassing.
I'm hurt. Put some blood back in me.
Request received. Locating cruelest medical tools. Complete. Commencing medical procedure.
Trying not to assume that this is some kind of weird sex joke, because the male doctor, because we heard about him from those two scientists down below. The male doctor is saying he's going to pull the female doctor out of her duties anytime he wants, and now she's got knee problems. I'm sure it's just...
Better get a move on before this ramshackle sprattle of a station falls apart. Hustle up to the science wing. Get the rift modulator. I'll talk at you later.
I'm sure that's just coincidental that she has knee problems and a different doctor is pulling her out of job duties. There's that requisition slip. Now I can see what I get. Nice. That's an enemy spawner.
What remains of Horizon Point should yield much in the way of science, once the threat of the rift is neutralized.
You should really go on ahead. We'll keep these
If I talk to Auntie, the bishop doesn't talk. If I talk to the bishop, Auntie will talk. Because she's got to make sure she's the last one you hear, huh? Kitchen for the sake of a kitchen. Excuse me. Alright, hey, I got this pink slip.
Greetings, subject. Please note that any attempts to haggle will result in an automated reprimand. Please make a request.
I'm exchanging a requisition ticket.
Received. Dispensing standard regimental supplies. Complete. If you have helm sizing concerns, please increase or decrease the size of your head.
Got it. Okay, well, all he gave me was like 1 grenade and 50 rounds of bullets. Seems like I should be able to use that explosive I made to get through there, but fine. Fine. Lift transport.
What's going on down there, Deck 01? I saw an intruder alert.
Is this a Star Wars reference also? Speech of 7 or a hack of 7. I don't know why it's a hack of 7. No alert here, cadet. Might want to check your systems.
Acknowledged. This intercom is to be used for emergencies only. Misuse of this intercom will result in prompt arrest and correction of the perpetrator. Now, how can I assist you, Deck 01?
Because we got this knowledge. Scientist Wu needs urgent care for locked knee syndrome. Doctor's orders.
Again? I shall send her down right away. But this is becoming a daily occurrence, and I will see such slothfulness reflected on her record.
But she's sick.
Sick in the head, more like. I wouldn't be surprised if she were vying for a sojourn to placid waters just to get off this ship. But I remind you that gossip is strictly prohibited over this channel. Over and out.
Hey, at least they didn't kill her.
Please, let me get release from this life. You know, it's against code to impede me from seeking medical treatment. So sorry, I have an appointment to keep. Please, let me get release from this life.
I thought she was supposed to be carried.
I'm here for my treatment, doctor, but there's another pain that I can't take anymore in my mind. My fortitude and focus are weak. I fear my mental health may be slipping.
Processing mention of mental health. Error. Query not found. Please produce your knees for anti-lock knee injection.
You know, it's against code to impede me from seeking medical treatment.
If you experience spontaneous exsanguination after treatment, please return to this unit before you die of blood loss. How might this unit bolster or reduce your current blood volume? Note, by viewing inventory, user admits they possess foreign currency and shall submit to inspection, interrogation, and / or violent beating by security. Displaying inventory.
Sounds good. Give me these. I'll take that as well, though I don't even need it.
So sorry, I have an appointment to keep.
She suffers from depression. Possibly for a very disturbing reason that I hinted at already. So that's how you get the elevator down, or I could have done this. Yeah, it looks fine.
Deck 2 should now be accessible. Multiple threats and hazards identified ahead. Seeking an alternative to direct conflict is recommended.
I got you. Though I also do want to know what's in there.
reckon we could look for those access credentials if you wanted to avoid a fight. Sneaking around's always an option, too.
The rift modulator is likely located on this deck. More information may aid in its acquisition.
Sounds good. Lockpick of 13 to get into here. Scientist Clarence Krug. Clarence Krug. Get a biomass sample. I can put it in there. Clarence? Oh, you're not Clarence.
Are you actually authorized? Come here a moment. Be wary. I've heard there's an intruder aboard. Ah, I suppose that could be you. Forgive me. I'm still a little addled from my last refreshment. I'm going to set off an alarm, okay?
Would an intruder be reviewing your experiments? Of course not. Now where's the modulator?
You've been reviewing our experiments. I hope I'm not being replaced. I specifically went to mental refreshment to avoid that. If you wish to see the modulator, you'll want to speak with Chief Scientist Montserrat. He's in the rift chamber. Take these credentials with you, in case you're asked. Security's become awfully stringent of late. It wouldn't do to be caught unawares. That's why I carried 2 cards, just in case. Oh, though I suppose it's just the one now.
This is Scientist Pauline Adeyemi. Are you sure you're okay? You seem a bit off.
I've been trying to convince everyone I'm perfectly fine. For if I do not, I fear I might be remade as part of the new plan for Arcadia. I do not wish to be remade.
Much obliged. See you. She has rift residue on her.
Go about your business. Or do not.
Yep, there is no try. I got it. So I guess I just got lucky that that was the person that came in here. Unless the other person is also refreshed. Clarence. Tossball card for Silas Schaufield. Why would that be? Oh. Okay. J. Montserrat's private log. It's been all of 2 hours since the Sovereign's admittance to mental refreshment was announced, and already new orders have come down to us at the lab. It used to be that we were allowed a half day to mourn the loss, injury, or minor inconvenience plaguing our dear leader. But I suppose the consul thinks he's rather generous for giving us even a moment. After all, the burden is on us to make him appear capable and mighty. We're to put all our efforts towards building a device to reverse the effects of the rifts, large-scale reconstitution, the missive said. But I should think all of our previous research in this area has proven too unwieldy, and certainly too dangerous to even be considered viable. It's a waste of resources, all of it. What we should be doing is focusing on winning the war, not chasing fanciful dreams of one man. I would be curious to know if the Sovereign would have given such an order. Perhaps we'll never know.
Seems the consul's surrounded by more than mere sycophants. Bad news for him, but good for us.
Yeah, the whole... Like, I thought I was gonna get to go and rescue the Sovereign. But, It don't look like that's going to be happening now that this is the final mission. Pauline.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
Oh, maybe it didn't matter which one of those two I talked to, because he also seems a bit out of it. Rift equation. Between the frantic scribbles of equations you can't understand, there's a single phrase you can read. There is no answer. It's not written on this board at all, but okay. Lower the containment shield.
Detective it or not, no one deserves this.
Yeah. I can't close it? Oh. Reconstituted corpse. This corpse appears to have been reconstituted, like the Protectorate soldiers on Horizon Point. There are clear incision marks suggesting the beginnings of dissection. Collect a tissue sample.
Return to your work, my fellow subject.
I can't close it. Feels bad because it feels like someone could walk past this and just get
Detective it or not, no one deserves this.
And get rifted, bro. Okay, I want to check his pockets, but I don't want to go in that room yet. The centrifuge analyzes biological samples. Let's put in that sample. You notice irregularities with the atomic structure, damaged atoms, slightly out of place. In layman's terms, once something goes into a rift, it doesn't come out the same.
Seeing evidence like this might dent the console's plan some, but I'm guessing he's far past reason.
We also already knew that. That didn't teach me anything. It's just credentials that I already got from her. There's my rift modulator.
Due to the unexpected scale of the rift modulator, separating it from the ship is impossible. This unit recommends seeking more information about the modulator.
That's why I'm going to go this way first, just in case. Disable security. Engine room monitor. While there are readouts similar to the incognito skip drive system, the monitor also references terminology and symbols you've never seen before. The capabilities it suggests shouldn't be theoretically possible, at least with the technology you're familiar with.
Accelerated heart rate detected. Please take 3 deep breaths before continuing.
Why?
Sector approaching.
Over here! Three hole in the head! I'm the one you need to worry about.
Oh, I thought that was already dead.
Rectification required.
Learn this on triangular.
I guess that also would have turned off the lasers. Did they all leave me? No, oh, there. I basically cleared a path for you guys, but you're probably not going to come up, huh? Nope. Okay. Perfectly capable, but I get it. You've done your part.
Got my lamps on an unfriendly.
Run all the way back just because I wanted to see what was in that room, and it was just enemies. Okay.
Hostile spot.
Suspicious
Oh, God. When I turned off security, for some reason I thought I turned this robot off.
Guns cocked and loaded. Just give the signal.
There's turrets in those rooms also should have been turned off, but fine. All right. Enemy spawners, so if stuff goes bad, they'll spawn in wasps and spider droids by the looks of it.
Energy manifolds at extreme low. In event of ship destruction, please inform this unit's engineer.
Okay, if the ship's going to be destroyed, I will inform the engineer.
Warning, unit not rated for prolonged proximity to rim energy. Potential complications and exposure. Error. Information corrupted due to rim exposure.
Yeah.
Unit has been functioning for 396 uninterrupted hours. Unit presently scheduled for rest period. Never.
Okay. Card and his note to self: read if plagued by cowardice. Jude, You are the chief scientist aboard the Providence. The expertise, I'm reading this right in his back pocket, like while it's still, because I didn't pull it out. I'm just holding his pocket open and reading it. With the expertise to recognize my guy. With the expertise to recognize that an impossible request is just that, impossible, you know that this plan of reconstitution is doomed to fail. Do not be crippled by your desire for self-preservation any longer. You must convince our leaders that what they seek is folly. When the time is right, take the schematics and your report from the module in the Rift modulator chamber. Attached are the access credentials to the command deck. No more excuses. Stand before the console and speak the truth for once in your matriarch given life.
I was notified that you were here, though my fellow scientists seemed rather confused as to why. Unsurprisingly. What exactly was it that you needed? I'm rather short on time, as a gander outside might tell you.
I don't know the voice actor's name, but that's Carthonasi from KOTOR, which KOTOR 2 was made by Obsidian. I need to get access to the Rift modulator urgently. Can you help?
Yeah, well, we all have urgent needs, and mine is to keep my lab and hopefully the rest of this system from falling apart. I need the modulator for my own analysis. You can wait.
I don't know which data this is, but we have some data. At least answer this. The IRC had some troubling findings regarding raw data and rifts. Can you verify them? Oh, that's from when we were in the IRC.
The IRC? I did not realize you were a colleague of sorts. We haven't shared much of our findings with your branch, I'm afraid. But our results do match. Raw data from whatever a rift engulfs is preserved, yes, but the essence of a thing is not. Like a sense of self, for example, is lost forever. Further, there is no proof that such data can be stabilized or even edited. The consul's plan is futile, completely. But he no longer listens to me, which is distressing. I've prepared a report for him showing how the very structure of the modulator makes what we're attempting impossible. But I doubt he will pay it much mind.
A report that contains information on constructing rift modulators, you say?
Yes, but as I said, I fear the report won't do any good.
Well, I can bring the report to the consul. He'll listen to me.
It's clear you aren't bound by the same rules as the rest of us somehow. If he won't hear Mia, perhaps a third party will have more luck. And the module over there will allow you to download my report and grant you access to the control deck. I hope you're able to sway him. Because if you don't, we're all dead.
All right, well, last question. Where is the modulator being operated?
A deck up in the control room. The console is the only one who has the means of controlling it, which makes your persuading him that much more necessary. Go now. Yes? Was there something else you needed?
No, I'll be going now.
Accessing report. Rift restoration analysis. Compiled by Chief Scientist Monserrate. Marked for delivery to Consul Thoreau.
Esteemed Consul, after much analysis, my conclusion is that the modulator we have worked tirelessly to build will not function as intended when used for reconstituting matter from rifts. Every test of reconstitution has resulted in demonstrable failure. Proceeding as we are now with Horizon Point Station will surely lead to severe, unanticipated consequences. The modulator is only effective at closing rifts from unsafe distances. Using it to close exacerbated rifts will certainly lead to the destruction of any vessel carrying it. Unfortunately, the data that we originally had hoped for from the ancient rifts detected in the far reaches of space untouched by humanity has not yielded any of its secrets. And we are now out of time. All of our recent readings suggest that we're on the verge of losing control of this rift. I recommend diverting from our current plan before it is too late for Arcadia. I've included extensive notes and annotations appended to the modulator schematics to substantiate these conclusions. I know you will guide us wisely, my dear Consul.
Well, let's take the data cartridge with the rift modulator schematics.
This can't be right. If skip drives are causing the rifts, why are they showing up past the frontiers of known space?
Finding the console should remain your top priority, Commander. Please postpone any existential crises for a later date. Focusing on mission-critical objectives.
Now's not really the time for a chat.
Yes? Was there something else you needed?
Yeah, your report mentioned rifts in space where humanity has never been.
Yes?
Thanks. What I was gonna say, but when I was spinning in a circle and thinking, why wasn't that just a video? Why was that like a dialogue that I had to manually press continue to continue in? That should have just been a video of him talking. What are the implications of this?
The implications are that many rifts are entirely outside of our control, should we wish to manipulate them or close them.
But I thought rifts were only created by skip drives.
And you're correct. Everything that I've studied has confirmed that skip drive usage directly results in the manifestation of rifts. As for why rifts are found far away from humanity, well, I'll leave that for you to conclude on your own.
Thanks for your time. Is it telling me that there's a...
Current self-locking bolt inventory at 0. Please supply this unit at your earliest convenience in order to prevent catastrophic hull freeze.
Your punctuality is as commendable as ever. How did you fare in securing the rift modulator?
Well, we can't secure or operate it until we control the ship, but I do have its schematics.
Yet one more hindrance to overcome in this endeavor. Nevertheless, I expect you to guard those plans closely in the interim. Did you find anything else of note?
Apparently, rifts have been found in space where humanity has never been, or at least as far as we know. Obviously, people could have traveled there, we just don't know about it. Ruth stares and speaking? Okay. Ruth, you still with me?
When one learns information that rattles their understanding of the universe, one may take a moment to consider the gravity of said information. We know that rifts are only caused by skip drives. So if they are appearing in non-colonized space, then this is truly momentous. It proves definitively that life did not originate on Earth, and may, in fact, exist elsewhere in other forms.
Okay. I'm not sure about your conclusion. We should investigate further.
Of course, I wouldn't want to discount these findings too quickly, especially considering the implications.
I concur. This is a discussion for later, with laureates in attendance. For now, we must confront the Consul before he wrests that future away forever. He is just through those doors. I have run the numbers, and should you wish to negotiate with the Consul, you must be strategic. He will not react well to a direct attack on his character or methods early on.
Well, I can talk about his people losing faith in his leadership. That'll rattle him.
It certainly may. At which point we may find the opening needed to convince him to stand down.
I might tread a mite lightly, dear. If I know the Consul's type, and I do, his ego can take only so many hits before his guns do the talking. Simply goading may not be ideal.
The Earth Directorate Manual encourages the agent to always remember the 3 shuns: negotiation, fabrication, and assassination. When one fails, try another.
The more we debate, the more time we squander. We must resupply and shore up whatever defenses we have quickly. And if you've something to say to any of us, Commander, I suggest you say it while you have the chance. No telling what awaits us beyond that door.
When did you get here? It would have been nice if it brought my whole crew instead of just DeVries. You know. Especially if you're gonna say something like, if you want to say something to all of us, Commander, yada yada, maybe give me my entire crew. Important updates. Intruder alert. Dex security protocols engaged. Sentinel summons bridge. Rift device powered and ready. Change of command. New chain of command established. Sovereign Henry Varric's command removed. Consul v.a.l.e.r.i.e registered as Chief of Command. New access procedures. Command deck access prohibited without express permission of Sovereign Henry Varric. Automechanical routines to deliver meals and correspondence established. If I had a hack of 20, I would be able to do whatever this is.
This unit remains ready to assist you in the violent removal of the Consul through the following options: exsanguination, blunt force trauma, and dismemberment. Due to the urgent threat of the rift, it is not advised to wait for the Consul's aging-associated biological decline.
Well, I couldn't have gotten this far without you, Val. Just wanted to let you know that.
If your locomotion is suffering impairment, Commander, this unit can provide a numbing shot to reduce discomfort. Some narcosis may occur.
Maybe later. Galaxy needs saving first.
Acknowledged. Adding sterilize needle and administer shot to post-mission queue. It has been an honor for this unit to serve you, Commander. In the event of your death, service will continue posthumously. Awaiting orders, Commander.
This is it, Commander. Only thing standing between us and saving Arcadia is a single dastardly villain. Feels almost quaint after everything else, don't it? This is the mission we should have been on from the moment the Earth Directorate dropped us into the system. Liberating Arcadia from its despots.
Well, you helped me make this possible, Niles. Thank you.
I think of it as more of a group effort, but you're welcome. You know, back in the day, reading tales of all your daring do's, never could have imagined myself fighting alongside you. Not just as a fellow agent, but also a friend. Funny how life turns out. All right, enough jawing. Let's show the Consul to his reward. Law knows it's long past due. Right behind you.
Yeah, like it really would have been nice to give me my crew. So that I could talk to all of them without having to play through the entire game. Or this entire mission, I mean, multiple times. Bishop?
If it is another handout you seek, then I suppose I can part with this.
Okay, I guess you gave me something.
I have nothing more for you for the time being.
To business, then. Time is capital. Time is bits.
This standing around's got me jumpy. After you.
Okay. Look like a Kingdom Hearts character now. Dude was quick to put himself up here. Wait, that's him, right? That's not the dad. Hard to tell, if I'm being honest. I forgot what Thoreau looked like. Meeting audio log of Thoreau, or of Emery Thoreau.
Ah, Redactor Esmond. Very punctual, good. Don't take a seat, this will be quick. My sentinels tell me you have some interesting ideas. Oh, easy, no need to break into a sweat. Interesting ideas can be useful in the right hands. Especially now that our partnership with the Order has become fraught. We may need our own version of their pacifying doctrine.
Oh, so I do have a germ of an idea. A less grand version of the grand plan. Instead of atoms and particles and such, it's made up of us. All doing our part, like cogs in a machine.
Interesting. A system where every subject believes they have a role to play. Enthusiastic obedience. Why, the Sovereign and I were thinking of this very thing. What should we call it?
Well, I'm not sure. It's still just a germ of a concept, of a hint of an idea, you see. It's a whole new way of thinking. A new model of society. Quite the paradigm shift.
Paradigm. Very good, Esmond. Say, you look frazzled, troubled by your own thoughts. Why don't you report to mental refreshment? My staff will personally see to your well-being.
An unsent letter. Emery, I regret the way we left things after our last meeting. Grandmother always said that if a disagreement ends in shouting and rising tempers, it is wise to look inward at your own ills before proceeding. I hope sincerely that you have done so. While I may not fully understand your aims with the Rift research, or with using it to our advantage, as you said, I'm willing to acknowledge them as valid. But you must, in turn, understand that my decision is final. It is what is right for my people, my Arcadia, and my family. Do not doubt me, friend. I wish you to know that I will still cherish your guidance dearly. Perhaps when the war is over, the rest of the letter remains unsent.
Just goes to show, all the power in the world still can't protect you from a knife in the back.
So was that the father, or was that the son that was writing to him? Just making sure I have any and all evidence. Convince him to stand down. Though also, I don't care if he doesn't stand down. If he dies, I really wouldn't care. Oh, I didn't look up to make sure there's no... Oh, should be good to go.
Ah, the distinguished presiding bishop herself has deigned to join us. What a charming surprise.
Don't overlook the main attraction, dear. I even wore my finest battle attire.
I might have known you'd conspire with our enemy and lead some foolhardy crusade against me. Loyalty has eluded you for years, after all.
Sentinels, if you would.
Forming an alliance was necessary to combat the irrationality of your foolish endeavor. Those who fail to show reason do not deserve to lead this colony. Now, stand down.
I will not. I am saving this colony from itself, and ridding it entirely of traitors and trespassers like you.
Well, did you also claim you were saving the colony when you stabbed him in the back? Or the Sovereign, not the colony?
Do not place his decision at my feet. I know it's difficult for the likes of you to fathom the concept of self-sacrifice, but he chose mental refreshment for the good of us all. And what am I to do but carry on his legacy? What am I to do but achieve what he could not?
And you're right. You definitely didn't try to kill everyone with a space anomaly.
I'll only be killing a select number permanently. The worthy, however, will be resurrected and reformed so they may reach their full potential. Open your mind, Commander. Yes, I know well who you are. In any other situation, I might be compelled to take you apart and see how precisely it is you operate, but time, it would seem, isn't on your side. You are a relic of an impotent institution, propelled forward by nothing more than luck and foolhardy metal.
Because of a hack of 7 and lockpick of 7? Or lockpick of 7. And also my breaking and entering skills. Really ought to beef up security, by the way.
Indeed. Rarely are there enough measures to keep the most tenacious of sprats from gnawing their way in. I've been following your progress closely, you know, since you so unceremoniously caused our Vox relay to crash into Westport. When you began your dealings with the Order and the Corporatists, I thought that perhaps having a chaotic element in their midst could work in our favor. But now you're here, scurrying around my ship and attempting to thwart the Protectorate yet again.
Your ship, huh? I could have sworn I saw the Sovereign's name on it.
You think yourself clever, don't you? The Sovereign is indisposed, leaving myself as the sole custodian of Arcadia. What's his is mine. And the victory I inevitably clench over you, over anyone, will be his in turn, even if he's not here to bask in it.
All right, well then I hope he's ready for disappointment, because I never lose.
Such bravado is unbecoming when you can't make good on your promises, Commander. Tell me, did you manage to stop us from bringing your peace talks to a swift end? As I recall, Greater Tranquility was reduced to little more than mangled ruins in a single moment.
Greater Tranquility Station was a test?
It was a modest success. I had hoped it'd hobble Auntie's choice in the Order once and for all, but it has proven to be a valuable lesson in patience. I was able to buy the time to enact the very plan before you. Though, judging from that vacant expression on your face, it would appear you've no idea what I intend.
So, we're just casually admitting to war crimes now?
It's only a crime in your estimation. When one clinches a decisive victory, who among the living would dare complain about the methodology? Using the very rift modulator on this ship, we will destroy Arcadia and edit the information stored within the resulting rift, all to reshape our colony into its perfect form. Horizon Point's destruction all those years ago was a tragedy, yes, but without it, we might never have opened our eyes to our true purpose and the possibility of Arcadia's rebirth. When the matriarch discovered the first skip drive, she set us on a course to elevate humanity. We're now writing our path, and I will do my part as the architect intended.
Okay, and we have proof of this from doing Niles' final companion quest. I already know that the matriarch didn't invent skip drives. Why is that relevant?
Intrepid, aren't you? Well, what's relevant is what came after. Our matriarch dissected this skip drive technology, learned its secrets, and enabled us to produce them en masse, which eventually led to the manifestation of rifts. But it was not until well after Horizon Point's untimely end that we understood the opportunity gifted us. The opportunity to reconstruct the colony in its perfect form. It is as the Grand Architect designed. And believe you me, I've no intention of letting you thwart our securing of a better future. One free of doubt and greed.
Well, I know you think your plan is the right one, but you'll reconsider if you hear me out.
It's your time that's running out, not mine. So go on, tell me all the ways I'm wrong. Better yet, tell the whole room how His Eminence, the Sovereign, was wrong. This was originally his plan, after all. I am merely a partner, seeing it carried out.
Well, no, his plan was he wanted to bring his family back from the dead. Using evidence, I don't know which evidence, because there were two options. That's a lie. Sovereign never wanted this. You've perverted his plan.
Do not presume to tell me what is or isn't the truth. I was advisor to the original Sovereign. I know the mind of a true leader. This is the path Henry should have taken.
And using that evidence that we learned about the fact that he was doing this to get his family back, you two argued over what to do with the rift modulator. He was acting out of love, not power.
Yes, of course we argued over methodology. Henry was always too stubborn, too focused on the past to understand the opportunity before him. I regret that he had to make such a difficult choice. That one of the matriarch's heirs is not guiding us. But he needed to look beyond himself. Like I am doing now.
Well, it's futile. You're losing the support of your people, and there's no one doing that.
Yes, well, we also lost the support of the Order. But can one truly call that a loss? We would have drowned already in the seas of war with the weight of their inaction around our necks.
Reality would dispute that fact, given that it is I who has invaded your sanctum, and not the other way around. The Order has always been the Protectorate's more capable half.
I can scarcely recognize the Bishop standing in front of me. To think that I welcomed your ascension all those years ago. Orlo was at least amenable, moldable, teachable. But you've been nothing but disappointment. You're so busy chasing figments of the future, you don't even know they're leading you off the side of a cliff.
So they told me not to push him too hard about telling him his people are gonna lose him. So when is it too much? Because I can't frickin' save it in the middle of the conversation and try again. Well, if you're always this bitter, it's no wonder your people despise you.
My subjects do not despise me. Those that do are not true Protectorate. The same can be said for any subject who wavers. They are dead weight, and we must cast them off straight away. Once I win the war and leave those naysayers behind, harsh action will be swiftly forgotten. And once I provide for the needs of my subjects, I will have them forever.
The war has done far more to morale than you know.
Commander's right. Protectorate's been burning its own for too long to stay warm. This war just made the flames more noticeable.
And our devotion must be tested by fire, as it is said, else it is not true. You are clearly ill-equipped to speak on Arcadian affairs, or of what truly matters to its subjects. I alone can give them what they need. You must see that.
Well, let's talk about your plan to save Arcadia. You've got to know it's doomed to fail.
So you say. But you've yet to deliver any compelling evidence.
Madness is rarely apparent to one in its throes. I wonder, would you even be capable of hearing facts if we offered them?
I am the chosen shepherd of Arcadia and will not be spoken to like this. I am only doing what I must to restore this colony to what our matriarch envisioned. Free of war, strife, heresy. You must know that you have little chance of swaying me. I will not be distracted from taking what is owed to us.
So I can use his thing that he wants me to show him, but I also have the matriarch's writings. When did I get those? I also don't remember. I've seen the matriarch's writings. You have no idea what she envisioned.
I will not be lectured by an outsider. It's just like the Earth Directorate, or any other interloper, to claim to better know the customs of those they invade. Certainly if you had your way, you would claim Arcadia as yours, and rewrite history to suit your own aims.
No. The matriarch doubted the Protectorate's survival. She knew pride would be its undoing.
Heresy!
I found her correspondence with the first bishop. She explicitly said she feared the Arcadian experiment would end as all similar projects did before it, in a crumbling heap of hubris.
The matriarch foresaw many things. To think that we were not set apart from lesser societies, it is humbling. And it appears we have fallen prey to the very thing she warned of.
Yeah, and that's what we found on her ship, on DeVries' ship. What's more, her own son steered Arcadia wrongly. Matriarch was heartbroken.
What do you mean, steered wrongly? If Reuben was not carrying out her wishes as intended, then the Protectorate have strayed far from the Matriarch's light. But regardless of how I may have misstepped before, I am not in the wrong now. All your so-called arguments are pure hearsay. You came here claiming so boldly that I would fail, but you have yet to provide any proof. So where is it? What do you have?
Well, using the rift modulator schematics and the report, look at this report. It has proof that the rift modulator will fail miserably.
Bah, a report. The abstract means little when compared to reality. Look outside. Is it failing now?
Yes, look close. Anything you restore will be reverted to how it was just before destruction.
That's not true. Despite how things appear at present, with time, this station, all of Arcadia, and all of its people will be made whole.
Your chief scientist determined that rift data cannot be stabilized. I spoke to him myself.
Yes, well, I find that man's attitude can skew results even more than a thumb on the scale. But if he's correct, as he quite typically is, I don't understand. Surely every step leading to this moment was in accordance to the grand plan. All the pieces fit. Either someone has made a terrible mistake, or this is merely a conspiracy to mislead us.
And all I need is a speech of 7. You will not be vindicated if you kill millions of your people, Consul. You can still do the right thing.
And leave the traitors and invaders alive? No! Death is the only way forward. We can only be made pure from the ashes, despite whatever supposed proof you have to the contrary.
And with the data I recovered, don't know which data it is, because it isn't telling me, and a speech of 7, if you're wrong, you will destroy everything you claim to love. Nothing is worth that risk.
Claim? If you cannot see the truth of my devotion written plain, then now I see why you are against me so. But you are wrong about the risk. We are losing this war. It is inevitable. The victors will brutally subdue us until we become corrupted. Until we forget our principles, our history, the very core of who we are. It is better that we perish together as proud Protectorate, proud Arcadians. Preserving our purity is a mercy. More than that, is it not love?
This is so stupid. Why let me go through all of this if I need a 20 speech check? Why would you do that? I presented him with evidence from his person. I presented him with evidence that I've gotten throughout the entire story. And then at the very fucking end, you're like, oh, but you can't do it without a speech check of 20. Then don't let me do it at all. Why? What's the fucking point if you're gonna let your player work all of this stuff up and get all this evidence if at the very end of it you still say you need a speech of 20? There's literally no point, and I don't care because I don't mind killing him. But the entire idea of making your player get evidence, pass checks, and still require an unnecessarily high check is just acidine. It's madness, and you've gone too far to save. Like, I just wasted I don't know how many minutes on this bullshit when I could have just killed him at the beginning.
As are you.
Enthusiastically neutralizing unfriendlies.
So fucking stupid, dude. Is he's just magically also immune to this gun that,
Ain't ready yet.
that has been taking everyone else out this entire time?
Take the load off.
I know. Are there turrets in here that I didn't even notice? And the gun takes a fucking year to reload. It's literally, it's 3 shells. Put them in.
Working order.
This unit is concerned for the commander's well-being. Prescribing emergency protocols as indicated.
Promoting team count.
Got a distraction for you. Over here. 3 hole in the head.
Where did all of these freaking guys just poured in here for?
Back off.
Got my left on an unfront.
My vexation grows as this truth.
Standing by.
Contact reestablished.
Y'all need to give us some space. Ready to take the heat off you, Commander. I'm at. Hey, got a distraction for you. Going out of sight.
I'm sorry, that's just stupid. That is just so stupid. And it's my fault. I decided in the beginning of the game, of my playthrough, I was going to take every flaw because I thought it would make the game more fun, and it did. But like I said, the entire point of just being like, gather all this evidence, pass all these speech checks. Okay, now you're at the end. You don't have a 20. You don't have a 20 to pass. Even though you have everything else. You've done everything else that we've asked of you. You didn't have that 20. It should have been like an either or. Either you pass a skill check of a 20. I don't even know what the highest level is for your skill checks. But either you pass a 20 or you present all of this evidence that you found throughout the entire game. You don't do both.
Assess the ship system so we can suss out what to do.
Our work remains unfinished until the rift is closed. You know what must be done.
What are you waiting for? The module's right there.
Error. Unable to process conversation request at this time.
now's not really the time for a chat.
Okay. Well, I really didn't care if he died or not. I'm only upset because I wasted my time. That's why I'm upset. It's almost 11 p.m. This quest took nearly 3 hours, and I wasted my fucking time trying to talk him down. Whereas if it would have just told me at the very beginning, hey, you need a 20 skill check, I could have just fucking shot him. Error. The reconstitution has grown increasingly volatile and the rift device has lost control capabilities. Closure of the rift via conventional means is no longer possible. Brace for catastrophic event.
If the readouts are to be believed, the rift is on the verge of destabilizing completely. But the rift modulator cannot be operated from this distance. It must be flown into the rift.
No room for error for something like that. Someone will have to be the human astrogator.
Though it may be troubling to you, this conclusion holds no uncertainty. Someone present must do this.
What about remote piloting the ship? I have a hack of 7.
This is not possible. There is no set destination we can command the ship to fly to. The flying and the activation of the modulator must be done manually.
The Order and I will use the schematics and the processed rift data to mass-produce modulators that are usable at a distance. These pesky rifts will soon no longer plague the colonies.
So I can sacrifice Auntie, or I can sacrifice myself. I don't know what skill or what evidence I have for this, but no, it's fine. We'll handle this. Go now. Give humanity a chance.
I don't like where this is headed.
I don't see why it has to be you, dear. I mean, I would, but I've spent much too much on prolonging my existence to cash out now. That is to say, thank you.
I will work with Auntie personally to protect the Rift technology and ensure your sacrifice is remembered for the selfless action it is.
Knew it'd come down to us. Always does.
No need to belabor this. I will fly the ship. Back on Greater Tranquility, you wish to give me a chance to atone for my mistakes. I'd say that opportunity has come.
Correcting Agent de.v.a.l.e.'s mission completion rate. Mission completion rate is now at 100%. Preparing posthumous commendations.
No, because this doesn't matter if I die because my save file just launches me back to before this mission. So it kind of makes this sacrifice meaningless regardless. Sorry to ruin that for anyone that's playing, but that's just, I'm fine with dying because I know how the game plays out anyways. You'll do no such thing. I make the decisions around here. Not you? Nah, I'm gonna say that. No need, I'll do it. What leader would I be if I didn't step up?
One who chooses not to die needlessly. But if you are set on this, I would still join you. This is my mission too, and I'll not back down if there are others to carry out the rest.
I'd say Augustine's got this covered, but I've made that mistake before. It's been a privilege serving with you, Commander.
Been an honor working with you.
Salvation awaits, Commander. I'm itching to reach it.
So now this is making me just again realize that in the end, this is another thing where my choice wouldn't have mattered, because if I would have talked him down, then what? Then he flies the ship into the thing? Everything I've done up to this point meant nothing? Cool.
The sooner we control the ship, the sooner we close the rift.
All right, well, let's venture forth. Independence Day on this bitch. Do a job well done. Did she sign that? The real Commander Zane?
And so, in the end, the commanders sacrificed themselves to save the galaxy. No one knew their motives or thoughts in those final moments, though legends grew around this mythical agent of the Earth Directorate all the same. Augustine de Vries went along, knowing nothing would make up for her actions. But at least she'd not have to live with her guilt any longer. Thanks to the commander's quick thinking in sparing it from the Vox station's fiery crash, Paradise Island's Fairfield remained a profitable company town for Auntie's Choice. For his outside-the-box thinking and innovative propaganda techniques, D.B. Milverstreet was promoted, while rival Officer Carr seethed at her lack of upward mobility, or even bronze-tier executive benefits. Vigilant Hogarth, now acclimated to Fairfield, leaned on the protectorate ideals of neighborliness, while overlooking all the authoritarian tactics, so he might help the Order to succeed with the equation. Auntie's Choice assumed control over the day-to-day workings of Matriarch's Mercy, the better to monitor their new colleagues in the Order. The monastery, however, returned to normal operation, tracking the clockwork of the grand plan. The monastery's abbot became a scapegoat for recent tragic events, having not detected Wily.'s dastardly schemes. His superiors demoted him, mainly to show their corporatist allies that academics could keep their people in line too. Seer Wily fled the Order and sought refuge in a backwater Arcadian town to contemplate his failings. As word of the ex-seer's arrival spread, people lined up for predictions. Forsaking the math that failed him, he offered obvious yet effective advice instead. After defending Fort Endurance against a fierce Mantisaur attack, Executive Warchek was awarded a commendation for profit-securing stalwartness, as well as promotion to regional manager. He eventually passed peacefully in his sleep at the scientifically astounding age of 6. Val continued to serve the Earth Directorate faithfully for many more years than should be possible, giving automechs like her everywhere a reputation as stable and reliable. As a result, more V.a.l.e.r.i.e units were put into service, while fewer human agents were deployed into the field. As he rose through the Earth Directorate ranks, Niles pressed for a field directive to deploy the new V.a.l.e. units only when the situation posed significant risk. The policy reduced agent casualties by a significant margin. Oddly enough, in-office deaths increased by a not insignificant margin. Agent Niles Ibarra achieved the rank of commander, earning renown as a formidable agent, unafraid to challenge the status quo within the Earth Directorate. He recruited his friend Zebulon Tran to the Earth Directorate, a gesture of gratitude for not airing the Directorate's dirty laundry. Together, they vowed to reform the agency from within, so it might never again bargain with authoritarian governments. Ultimately, Niles rose to the position of Secretary General. His term saw the Earth Directorate at its most popular, or, in the eyes of corporations and tyrannical governments, most feared. Inez's convincing appeals to the press earned her clout in reforming Auntie's Choice's cruel grafting program. Yet it was a constant struggle, rife with red tape and pushback from program executives. This was Inez's new battle, one she would fight for the rest of her life. Utilizing what he learned alongside the commander, Tristan attempted to reform Protectorate society from within. But with no authority figure to lead its subjects, the Protectorate was a shell of its former self. After thoughtful cogitation and calculation, Marisol slowly began to reject violence as the sole method for eliminating random variables. Not coincidentally, her social calendar began filling up. Asa finally achieved her dream of dying in a rift. All it took was a daring and blood-soaked heist of a modulator to create a rift that she then summarily leapt into. Thus Asa remained a fanatical member of the glorious dawn, spreading the truth of the rifts to her final agonized breath. With the modulator schematics shared as joint intellectual property, Auntie's choice and the Order's partnership remained steady, despite the need for constant compromise. For a time, the Arcadia colony thrived. Auntie Cleo went through the motions of accommodating the Order, yet privately aspired to keep free trade anything but free. She began a new initiative. Any corporation or government that refused her trade conditions was promptly dealt with, either via takeover or strategic use of rifts. Auntie made her first public appearance in years, inspiring a fashion trend in bubble helmets. In no time at all, she won more public support than Ruth, which she sought to use as leverage when the time was right. Ruth v.a.l.e.r.i.e proceeded to interface with the archive, an agonizing process that clawed away her lifespan. The archive computed that she was mistaken to compromise with the corporatists. To advance the plan, she needed to destroy them from within. So she proceeded to do just that. She had only been using the corporation for its logistical infrastructure. Auntie herself and at least some of her top executives needed to cease existing in Arcadia, either via assassination or skip drive-assisted exile. v.a.l.e.r.i.e stripped the power from the corporatists in subtle ways, until it was too late for them to stop her. Yet it remained unclear how long the Order could sustain its dominance once Ruth v.a.l.e.r.i.e passed on to become one with the equation. Adrift without firm leadership, Protectorate subjects struggled with post-war life. A small band of hardliners collaborated to preserve their society in the face of Arcadia's new leadership. When Sovereign v.a.l.e.i.e was discovered in mental refreshment, the Order and Auntie's Choice bickered over what to do with him. They ultimately decided to announce his death, while letting him live the rest of his addled days behind closed doors aboard the undisputed claim. Until one day, Amos stumbled upon the Sovereign's private quarters and freed him, rocking the colony with a brief scandal. Despite the recent tumultuous events in Arcadia, it was business as usual for Free Market Station. Sub Rosa continued to supply the colony in the wake of the commander's actions. Unable to die in their sacred rift after it was closed, the Glorious Dawn heeded a new calling, seeking the modulators needed to create new rifts, so that they could die in those instead. The rifts across Arcadia and beyond were soon closed. Trade quickly resumed, with Auntie's Choice handling logistics. Yet, more than just goods and resources traveled the re-established trade routes. The Order's version of scientism spread as well. Many colonies stabilized, many thrived, and some even rose to an Arcadian level of prosperity. But there are still some that have never been heard from. All of these events turned on the decisive actions of the Earth Directorate agent and their unique way of navigating Arcadia, its disparate factions, social complexities, ubiquitous product placement, and arsenal of absurdly satisfying weaponry. But through it all, and to this day, Earth has remained inexplicably dark.
So yeah, I don't feel bad about sacrificing myself. Asa was gone anyways, but it seemed like a lot of those, for this being essentially the best ending, was still bad. Hey, it only gave me completing the game on any difficulty. Where's my completing the game on very hard? As I technically did. I guess you have to play through the whole game. Just play anywhere, just not on Auntie or yeah, on Auntie's Choice Company time. Yeah, it seemed like a lot of those endings were still bad for me getting the best possible endings, huh? I guess it's because I didn't convince all those people to denounce their choices. And I think I should have, I guess. I should have told Tristan to denounce the Protectorate. Should have told Inez and Marisol to denounce their factions. And then with Azza, I didn't have a high enough skill check because again, I chose to get every freaking flaw. But there we go. I'm done. I'm gonna let these credits roll. And then I can get started on doing however many quests it is for the factions.
picked the very hard difficulty? Inspiring. I'll be sure to guard the main menu with my life while you go throw yourself into the